7 secrets of Japanese minimalism no one talks about. You know that feeling when you walk into a Japanese home and instantly feel calm? Like your shoulders just drop and you can finally breathe? Most of us try to copy this by getting rid of stuff, but we're missing the real magic. I'm about to share 7 authentic secrets of Japanese minimalism that go way beyond decluttering. These will actually transform how your space feels. Secret 1, Ma. Okay, this first secret completely blew my mind. In Japan, they have this concept called Ma, and it's not just empty space, it's intentional emptiness that actually makes you feel something. You know how you walk into some rooms and instantly feel calm? That's Ma working its magic. It's like the pause between words that makes conversation meaningful. I used to think empty walls were boring and that every corner needed something. Boy, was I wrong. Last month, I cleared everything off my coffee table except one small plant. That's it. One plant. And suddenly, my entire living room felt twice as big and 10 times more peaceful. My friends kept asking what I changed, but I didn't add anything. I subtracted. The crazy part? This isn't about having huge empty rooms. It's about being smart with your emptiness. Try this right now. Clear one surface in your home completely. Feel that? That's your brain getting permission to relax instead of constantly processing visual clutter. Secret 2, Wabi-Sabi. Now, this secret changed how I see everything I own. Wabi-Sabi teaches us that scratches, stains, and worn edges aren't problems to fix. They're stories to celebrate. I almost threw away my grandmother's old cutting board because it was covered in knife marks and coffee stains. Then I learned about Wabi-Sabi and realized I wasn't looking at damage, I was looking at 40 years of family meals and love. Those marks weren't flaws, they were memories carved in wood. Here's what's beautiful about this. Once I stopped trying to make everything perfect, I actually started enjoying my home more. I could use my nice dishes for a random Tuesday dinner instead of saving them for some mythical special occasion. Why? Because Wabi-Sabi taught me that life happening in your space isn't a mess to clean up. It's beauty to embrace. That faded lampshade? It's not outdated, it's full of character. Those book spines worn from reading? They're not damaged, they're loved. When you shift your perspective like this, you stop constantly shopping for replacements and start appreciating what you already have. Secret 3, Ikigai. This is where most minimalism advice completely misses the point. They tell you to keep only what sparks joy, but they never help you understand what joy means for your actual life. Ikigai changed my entire approach. Instead of asking, do I need this? I started asking, does this support who I'm becoming? Suddenly, decisions became crystal clear. My guitar that I hadn't touched in months? It wasn't clutter anymore. It was part of my identity as someone who values creativity. Those expensive suits from my corporate job? They were anchoring me to a version of myself that no longer existed. But my cookbooks? They supported my goal of learning to make healthier meals. See how personal this gets? Your minimalist space should look completely different from mine because we're different people with different purposes. The goal isn't to have the same amount of stuff as everyone else. It's to have the right stuff for your unique life. Secret 4, Mono no Aware. Can I be completely honest with you? Most decluttering advice pretends that letting go is easy. Just toss it, they say. But what about that box of letters from high school? The sweater your mom bought you that you never wear? These things carry emotional weight, and pretending they don't makes minimalism feel impossible. Mono no Aware taught me something life-changing. It's okay to feel sad when you let things go. I started having little goodbye moments with items that mattered to me. It sounds weird, but acknowledging the role something played in my life made it easier to release it with gratitude instead of guilt. That beautiful dress from your college graduation? It served its purpose perfectly. Those art supplies from your painting phase? They were exactly what you needed for that chapter of your life. Honoring their contribution makes space for whatever comes next. Don't rush through this process like you're ripping off a bandage. Feel it, acknowledge it, then let it go with love. The sadness isn't a sign you're doing something wrong. It's a sign you're human. Secret 5, Kanso. Here's where Western minimalism gets totally confused. We think simplicity means suffering, but Kanso teaches us the complete opposite. It's not about having fewer options, it's about having better options. Instead of 20 coffee mugs that are just okay, what if you had one perfect mug that makes your morning coffee feel like a ritual? Instead of a closet stuffed with clothes you feel mediocre about, what if you had a smaller collection of pieces you absolutely love wearing? I tested this with my morning routine first. One perfect mug, 3 skincare products that actually work for my skin, 5 shirts I genuinely get excited to wear. The result wasn't less enjoyment, it was more intentional enjoyment. Plus, I eliminated what scientists call decision fatigue. When you love everything you own, getting dressed becomes effortless, and cooking becomes a pleasure instead of a chore. Quality over quantity isn't just a saying, it's a way of life that actually makes life easier. Secret 6, Shizen. Most of us live in these artificial bubbles. Constant artificial lighting, climate control, completely disconnected from what's happening outside our windows. But what if your space could actually breathe with the seasons? Shizen isn't about adding some plants to your Instagram feed. It's about letting natural light, seasonal changes, and daily rhythms influence how you organize your life. I started by simply paying attention to how sunlight moved through my home throughout the day. My reading chair moved to catch that gorgeous morning sun. My work desk positioned itself near the window with the best afternoon light. In winter, I bring out warmer textures and move my activities to cozier spaces. In summer, I clear surfaces to feel cooler and open windows for fresh airflow. These tiny changes made my home feel alive and connected to the natural world instead of fighting against it. Why work against your body's natural rhythms when you can work with them? Secret 7, make it yours. Here's the final secret that ties everything together. Japanese minimalism isn't about copying someone else's Pinterest perfect space. It's about finding your own path to a more intentional life. Maybe your version of Ma is a completely clear desk where you can think clearly. Maybe your Wabi-Sabi shows up in keeping that comfortable old chair, even though it doesn't match anything else. Maybe your Ikigai means having a dedicated corner for the hobby that lights you up inside. The real magic happens when you stop trying to achieve some perfect minimalist aesthetic and start using these principles to create a life that feels authentic to you. You don't need to overhaul your entire existence or spend money on fancy organizing systems. You just need to start seeing your space through this different, more compassionate lens. Pick one of these secrets, just one, and try it for a week. Notice how it changes not just your space, but how you feel in your space. Because that's what Japanese minimalism is really about. Creating a home that supports your best life, not someone else's version of what your life should look like. Which of these 7 secrets hit you right in the feels? Drop a comment below and tell me how you're planning to try it in your own space. And if this video helped you see minimalism in a completely new way, smash that like button and subscribe for more real talk about creating a life you actually want to live. Trust me, we're just getting started.